J.J. Abrams made an app, and I stole the effect from the app.
The reporter was really cool. Was that like an actual actor you worked with?
No, so that's, I guess, AI. I don't know any actors, so maybe I should probably sort of say to people, hey, I'm trying to make films, and if there's actors in the audience, I'd be glad to meet you, but...
That was all computer generated?
Yeah, it's a real actor who is, I don't know, who you give the script to, and then it's a program called Synthesia, so it's made for training. You type in a script, and then I guess the computer generates, based on the actor's pre-recorded stuff, basically puts it together.
Oh my God, what is real anymore? I don't know.
It is possible that homes may catch fire and the meteors may release toxic fumes. If you are in the impacted area, please exercise extreme caution.
Are you yourself an AI intelligence?
I'm here.
How would we know?
The reporter was also AI, but I wasn't allowed to show her because the program, I did a breaking news, and it breaks their terms of service. You can't use their video service for making breaking news, so that's why it was kind of weird at the beginning.
Ah, that makes sense. I just want to say that I'm glad you guys worked it out.
We're friends now.
Yeah, I don't know the history of your conflict, but oh man.
We got a score to settle, you and me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gonna fight me like a man this time?
Where did you film this? Because this was awesome.
The Panay Forest in the sand dunes.
I don't know where that is. Where is that?
It's off a slack.
It's a secret.
Yeah, it's off.
It was a really cool location because it was overcast. It was perfect.
Yes, it was.
So when you shot the gun, do you hear a bird flapping away? That was pretty awesome. Did you? Okay, I like that because when you fire a gun, stuff happens. Yeah. So you added that sound effect?
I did.
There you go. And you don't really have an accent in real life.
No, well, I guess I have a Newfoundland accent.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Matt, what was your fight choreography process?
We just winged it.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I don't have a show. I'm a theater kid, so I can like project, but also we have some like stage combat training, so we did all the fight choreo together and figured out some of the stuff. I practiced a lot beforehand, so that was really helpful. Yeah.
Also need a permit to film somewhere like Britannia Beach or something.
Probably.
I'll wear it.
Well, here's how to get around for it. You know, if someone you're allowed to take pictures from a camera, which also does video, but you're doing a series of moving pictures. Done. Loophole. Done. You don't see a lot of fireflies anymore, do you?
No.
When I was a kid, they were everywhere. Oh my God.
So this was me stepping out, experimenting a little bit with creating practical lighting effects with lights, and then
you did a composite.
Exactly, seeing what happens when you then bring in a virtual effect and how those two elements kind of tie together, and that was the result.
That turned out really well because people were commenting in the back. How did it get past the jar? Through the jar.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's where everyone's magic. That's the exact word.
Magic. It's magic.
Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted it to feel magical, right? And especially so the actress, that's my niece. You know, make something short and sweet. I was like, oh, I thought of my niece. And, you know, like bringing the kind of essence of like magic and childhood into a short story. Really, like you kind of think at the end, when she's running back, does anybody like believe that this event happened? Should we believe that this event happened just because we saw it? Is this like the imagination and sort of the magic that like you can experience when, you know, you just run with your imagination? So that was kind of the inspiration, and that was the result.
I love it. You captured magic in a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm leaving. Dropping the mic. Hello. This is your first film.
It was my first film.
What? Yes.
Drama kid, but
I love it. No, I love it. Even though people were laughing, it was a bit of funny at the same time.
Scott was a bit of a comic relief.
Yeah. And it's okay to laugh. It's okay to cry. Tragedy is comedy in reverse.
Why, God? Why do you test me so much? Why?
It feels really relatable.
Yeah,
So this
it was.
happened to you. So were you dating someone religious, or were you religious yourself?
No, I was dating, well, I am religious myself, but I was dating someone that was religious, and yeah, the line of, you know, I'm not good enough for you, that was actually real. And so I had to make sure that was in there.
Was Pastor Dan a real person?
Yes. So the funny thing is, Pastor Dan is a real person. He was not the person that was our pastor back then, but is our pastor these days.
Nice.
So it's sort of a compilation.
I love it. How much of it was scripted and how much was improvised?
Help! Help somebody, please! Ad-libbed and changed on the spot. The most hilarious part had to be the fall. We did actually have people running to my aid because they did not realize that it was a stunt. So it was funny. It was
pretty funny. It was all of a sudden, woo! For real, who is your hall pass?
Oh, my real hall pass. That would be Marshall Mathers.
Whoa! Eminem. Oh, okay, I can see that. Yeah, he's distinguished as he's getting older. I love that. What was, and be honest, because we filmed this last minute, what was the most frustrating part? And be honest.
Probably my cat in the background making messing with the blinds and everything.
Jean-Luc Picard?
Shut up. Really? He's on my list. We're gonna have to fight for him. So that's it?
Yeah, well, who would be on your list?
Your sister.
A true conversation I had with my lady friend, my girlfriend. I gotta stop calling her my lady friend. She's not a prostitute, I swear. My girlfriend, and it went like this, like, she was very hesitant. I'm very secure and comfortable. I'm like, come on, like, you know. And she said Bon Jovi, and I'm like, damn, respect. And then she said Jean-Luc Picard. I'm like, I'm gonna fight you for that, for real, right? Right? And then she's like, oh, what about you? And I did say your sister, and I thought I was being funny. But the thing is she had a sense of humor. She didn't make me sleep on the couch. She knew I was being stupid because she knows her sister's awful. So she's not here tonight, so I don't know.
But you'll see it on the channel.
I'm kidding. Your sisters are wonderful. Any questions? Yes, Ben.
Is Vincent Valentino on your hall pass list?
Ooh, no. Her boyfriend's here tonight.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh, thank you. Ben, you're on my hall pass. What's gonna happen?
It was Deep's idea. And David wrote the script, and Colin did the camera work, and I produced and directed it.
I love it. It was done, about 3 weeks ago for the Ottawa Indian Film Festival, which had a 72-hour challenge, in which you won first place.
And then again after.
Originally, I was also in this, and I reached out to this guy, and I said, hey, you want to be in my film?
Yeah, unfortunately I had to deny you because I already had my plan with Ben.
It turned out to be a really good film. It was a good choice, I won't lie.
Thank you. Well, the idea was mine, but the script was written by David over here.
Oh, nice. I'm sorry I had to unfriend you on Facebook. Okay, so you wrote this?
Yes, I did.
Co-wrote this?
Well, we kind of collectively came up with like Deep came up with the premise. We kind of collectively decided what happens in what scene, and I wrote the dialogue.
It's amazing because you have 72 hours to come up with this. Like, they give you a theme, a catch, which was books, and then halfway through they throw something at you, and it was orange.
Yeah.
An orange or the color orange. So it's just to keep you on your toes.
Yep.
What are you doing here?
Is this where I get the books?
Let me check.
It's really good that I shot it and I didn't write it because my first pitch of an idea was book eating contest.
What was the most challenging part within that 72-hour window?
Yeah, well, the 72-hour challenge is interesting because it's like you got to wear a lot of hats and you're sharing responsibilities, and like we were running out of time and we're shooting the last scene and Ben's half dead in the other room editing like a zombie, and I'm shooting the scene with Deep here, and it's like, oh, I guess I'm the director and the director of photography for this hour, you know?
Yeah.
And then we're doing like pickup shots, we're running across the city and like sending Ben footage and just figuring
But it
stuff
feels
out.
good, doesn't it? It makes you feel alive, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it was good. It challenged all of us, which was really good, and we had to get really creative.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think it pulled the best out of us.
Let go of your barriers, yeah.
The idea is that society's gotten to the point where, books disappeared and no one even cared or noticed.
Yeah.
The librarian doesn't even know where the books are supposed to be. His job, he's been just so gradually detasked of things over the years, but due to bureaucracy, they've kept him on. And he just sits in a room all day now. He doesn't know what he's supposed to do.
Oh, one more thing.
I love fajitas on 3. 1, 2, 3. I love fajitas!
I love fajitas! You did the boating one in black and white. Why black and white?
Close. How does this work?
Oh yeah.
I like that style. I do a lot of stuff with grayscale. I find you can hide a lot of details. You can cover up little screw ups with that.
Absolutely. And this is not your first film?
No. I've been doing this stuff for a while, but I don't really put a lot of stuff out there.
So whose sock was it that he fished on the water?
I just brought a random sock. It was brand new though. I didn't make him carry it.
It's got to be a sticky sock with a hole in it.
It was brand new, but we just attached it to the line and threw it out there.
I love it. Speaking of books, it really reminded me of an old book by Beatrix Potter, The Tale of Jeremy Fisher. It's the frog that goes fishing, the big fish eats him, he comes out, and that's the end of it. Yeah, it's really good. If you get a chance to read this book, it's children's literature.
I've never heard.
It's
that
like
one.
80 years old. I'm 90 years old now.
This was just sort of, I saw that you guys are, I saw the theme early enough that I was like, oh, I can actually make something.
Are you going to do another Kino film?
I'd like to.
Yes, in black and white. That was great. I love when he's inside the fish.
Yeah.
It's just like, ah. So you had the film about screaming?
I did, yeah.
Oh, no.
That's my favorite.
I love it. And I'll tell you why, because it resonated with me. And I'm going to get a bit deep here. So, you have a relationship, it's good, you go places, you associate those places with the relationship, and then something happens, you're no longer in a relationship with those places, still haunt you.
Yeah.
So this is my theory. Have a secret garden and don't invite your significant other there. It's just for you. Create positive associations in case you break up. You need a safe place. Was that deep? That was deep, wasn't it?
I don't even know what to say after that. I'm done.
Was your film about touching on those subjects, those themes?
Well, sometimes I think every time you make a film, a part of you ends up on the screen, and sometimes you don't know till afterwards. And you look at it, you say, what part of me ended up on the screen?
I used to come here with my boyfriend, and there'd be kids running around. My boyfriend and I would talk about getting married, having kids of our own. And why is there no water here?
Did she scream for real in public?
No. That was, it wasn't AI, but it was sound effects.
Sound effects. She just opened her mouth and pretended to scream.
Yeah.
What was on your beard?
Oh, okay, so that was nacho chips mixed in with salsa and crushed.
Ah. That was pretty gross. Like, I haven't
It
thrown
was
up.
gross. It was gross. I heard the reaction.
I love it. It was good. It was good. Like, I haven't thrown up since I was like 19, but I don't. Like, that's. Because you told me earlier you pre-visualize everything, so you saw this whole movie play out as you were writing it.
As I was writing it, yeah.
And that's really cool because a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah.
So did you felt the ending? You saw the ending before you even started writing it?
So the ending was the first thing I wrote.
Yeah. I recommend doing that sometimes because I do that. Start with an ending, but most importantly, save the beginning for the end because I believe you have to understand the ending to understand the beginning. So you're never in a hurry to do the beginning. Just save that for the end, and sometimes that can help you make a stronger film.
Yeah.
Look at me, all advice and shit. What's up, man? I have no idea what I'm doing.
What you need is over there.
And you did the camera work.
She did the camera work. She did the lights. She broke the lights. She's wearing this T-shirt right now as a punishment for her clumsiness.
What does it say?
I'm not clumsy. It's just the floor hates me. The table and chairs are bullies, and the walls get in the way.
When you get older, you bump in a lot of things. Well, this was a big step because the one you did for Kino before was very small.
Yes.
So you went from that to this big production.
Yes, I wanted to push myself.
Even bigger.
Wow, and the next one is even bigger. Okay, don't die.
No.
Who did the drawing on the fridge?
I did the drawing on the fridge. I looked up how 9-year-olds draw on Google, and I replicated that. And through frame-by-frame animation, I added Delaney appearing. Well, his character appearing on.
In crayon.
Crayon, yes.
So it's interesting. What I liked about it, it's the point of view of a child.
Yes, it's the baby's point of view.
We just really need your help to keep him out of jail and to help him get a job.
And a young man made of mist stood before Manikinet. His clothes looked like those of our ancestors had worn.
Did you have any fun camera shots or angles to get the point of view of a child?
So essentially what we did is we set up the table with the chairs and we set up the camera at the same spot like where the baby's chair would be. The coolest shot we had was it showed for the when the police lights came on. It's essentially so we had the actors sitting in front of the camera doing this with their hand while the camera moved like the baby was being on a bassinet type of thing.
Tainted Mom Part 6.
Yes.
Oh my God.
6 and last.
What do you mean the last one? She's not even dead.
Well, she's hanging in there, but we have a season in the can, so.
Hey, where'd he go? Oh, yes?
So we're taking a break.
Taking a break. When we come back. Sir, I see you have your shirt on. Is everything okay?
Has to be very bad boy. Okay.
Okay. Don't take it off now.
No.
Thanks for coming out. The scene where you had the ball and chain, was that like signifying marriage? What was that?
I don't know much about ball and chains. Jane said to get the ball and chain at Melbar. I guess it goes with the costume.
I love it. And the scene with the little dogs. Did you get the little dogs just for this?
I did. I bought the dogs at Walmart.
Wow.
Be free! Be free! Be free!
So next month, what are you going to do if you don't do Tainted Mom 7?
Oh, I really want to do something because I have an idea, but we just need a break, I think.
Oh, yeah. It allows you to do something different, more creative.
Yes.
Or less creative, because this is really funny.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
What's with Jordan Peterson? Are you...
You've been listening to too much Jordan Peterson.
Jordan Peterson says the total opposite.
It keeps coming up.
It's just, it's...
He is kind of cute. I don't know. Is he on your home?
He is a jerk. He's a married man. Yeah.
But he might have a hall pass.
Oh my goodness.
You should send him the videos to him.
Oh my goodness.
Except this for Kino, I actually used really low bar humor, and I even said diabetic daddy.
Yeah, but don't take anything.
That's true.
Holy renegade, dude! What do you mean Kino will take anything?
She came up with that was her!
Okay, what, anyone know what's the thing we don't accept? Penetrative sex. We don't take penetrative sex.
Thank you for setting me free. I'm gonna go get cleaned up and I'll be right back, okay? I love you, yes, I love you, I'll be right.
Is this your first film?
Yeah, it's my first that I came out with.
That's what I thought. Sexual humor is funny, and sexual humor is very skit-based. And you just had so much fun with it, and it showed.
I got plenty of dough for you right here.
Pizza dough? What the? Oh, really?
At the beginning, it shows where I'm thinking, I'm like, catch and release, I'm really thinking about it. And the very end, when Dominic, my son, jumps out and says, "Holy renegade, dude," that's his like saying. That's when it shocks me back, and it was all a manic thought process. I didn't know if it was going to come through like that, but.
But it was a lot of fun. A lot of people enjoyed it and laughed a lot. And so, what is next? Are you going to make another one?
Oh, yeah, in Vanier.
Okay. Is it going to be like sex-based again?
Yeah, I'm in the kink community. I
It's
have
the gay community. Sexual humor is funny. I mean, I have a sense of humor about sex and yourself. I do. Just don't film yourself having sex, because you can never unsee that. It's like two humpback whales having a seizure. I don't know. Any questions? Are you into paranormal investigation?
No.
No. Oh, that's the only question I had.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This book has every known mythical creature, and some unknown ones.
I got this really sensitive mic, and one time I just pointed it, and I was just going to see if I can hear any voices, because that's what you do. It's really creepy. Right. And I could hear my neighbors.
Were they dead?
No. I think they were having sex.
Okay. Here's my license. You know, I printed that myself. Inkjet.
And your style is like documentary comedy.
Yes.
That's amazing. So is that going to be your style moving forward?
Well, every time I think, oh, I'll try to do something different, and then I make a sort of documentary comedy.
Well, that's who you are. I mean, don't shift away from that.
Yeah.
And the script is really well written. For this one, the dialogue, it was witty. Every single scene was funny.
Right, yeah.
And it got a good reception.
I sort of like, made it as a series of jokes instead of a sort of a narrative, but I think that I had a good sort of like cohesive theme to.
And the Pac-Man ghost.
Oh, right, yes. Apparently the Pac-Man ghosts aren't actually ghosts.
Oh.
There were like, I don't know, a Japanese monster, but then the translation, they were like, man, what am I, Scott Pilgrim?
Oh, you go.
I think the writing for this was just brilliant.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
If this was done without writing anything, then yes, you are a genius.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, calm down. Well, dude, he'll never talk to us again. Come on, man.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get into astrophysics, apparently. Apparently I'm a genius.
Hold on, there's someone at the door. I got this. We have a horror film festival every year, and it's called Monster Pool, and it's pretty awesome. And we're looking for submissions, so we're looking for films that are made starting now. Message me on Facebook, Monster Pool, anything goes. It's an amazing screening that is at the Mayfair.
Yeah.
And we all feel like movie stars for one night. It's this big thing, everyone shows up. We celebrate the genre of horror. You don't even need to like horror, just make it, it's fun. That's it. So